I think I'm going to have to shut down my email address during the radio program. No, I got... You wouldn't believe this if I told you. It's high school stuff. I got a vendor refusing to show up at my house because there's somebody there they don't like. I'm in the middle of doing my radio program, and I got a deal with a vendor refusing to show up because they think somebody at my house is never mind. It's just mind-boggling. And I'm not going to get distracted by any of this. Again, the telephone number, 800-282-2882. The email address, lrushbaugh@eibnet.com. Folks, we're in the middle here of a huge, giant, teachable moment. I feel it necessary. I'm not going to do it because I have more respect for you, but I feel it necessary just to replay the first hour. This is so important, what is happening today with Obama. It is so crucial. It is such a huge, teachable moment. If the nation could learn what you are learning today, we would be a long way toward defeating Obama in November. Now, I'm not going to repeat the first hour, and I'm going to try not to repeat too much of it because you've got it, you heard it, got to move on. But my impulse is to keep saying it and saying it and saying it until everybody understands it. And that would result in overkill and you eventually getting bored. Come on, we get it, move on. But I feel such a compunction here to make sure that nobody leaves this program today not understanding what has happened with Obama today. Look, for example, you notice how the news media is trying to convince us there is nothing that Obama can do to lower the price of gas. They've been saying this since the price of gas started going up. There's nothing Obama can do. Why would you think Obama could do anything about it? Meanwhile, they constantly assure us that there is not one problem on earth that can't be solved by government. No matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how personal. There's not your health care, your food, your water, your car. No matter what it is, they've got the answer. No matter what the problem, Barack Obama and his government have the answer, except the gas price, that nothing Obama can do. We have a real problem, like high gasoline prices, and they tell us it's ridiculous to think the government can do anything about it. And furthermore, they insult our intelligence by telling us that it's not that big a deal that the price of gasoline's high. You're only being fooled by people like me and Republicans who are exploiting rising gasoline price. But it's really not a problem. First time in history that the media has said rising gasoline prices are not a problem. First time in history the media has not tried to exploit this itself to the detriment of a Republican president or any other Republican. For the first time in history, at least in my life, the media is telling us that there's nothing Obama can do. Bush could have done everything. Bush could have if he wanted to, but Bush and Cheney, they were big oil guys, you see. And Bush and Cheney, they wanted oil prices to go up because that's how they got rich, don't you see? But Obama, oh, no. Obama can't do anything about it. Oh, big oil companies, they're so much bigger, and they're so mean, and they hate you, and they don't care what the price of gas. They screw you just as soon as they get up in the morning. And there's nothing Obama can do about it. But you break a hangnail, and you're going to have to go through Obama to get it fixed before too long. Another laugh line from Obama's speech today. I don't want the energy jobs of tomorrow going to other countries. I want them here in the United States. Well, then why did you block the Keystone Pipeline, which could generate up to 200,000 jobs, Mr. President? It's overwhelming, the lies that are coming out of this administration and amplified by the media just today. Is the U.S. not part of the global market? They tell us domestic production of oil. It's not going to matter. We just played you the soundbite. Domestic price, that's not going to matter. Domestic production? No. It's the speculators, Obama said. Here, grab it. Grab soundbite 28. Listen to this again. He says the price of oil is set by the global market, and we're not part of the global market, apparently.
The price of oil will still be set by the global market. And that means every time there's tensions that rise in the Middle East, which is what's happening right now, so will the price of gas. The main reason the gas prices are high right now is because people are worried about what's happening with Iran. It doesn't have to do with domestic oil production. It has to do with the oil markets looking and saying, you know what, if something happens, there could be trouble, and so we're going to price oil higher just in case.
Okay. Then why are you in Oklahoma? Then why do you care for people to think you are okaying the Keystone Pipeline? If we're not part of the global market, why does any of this matter? The price is going to be set by a global market, but you say the amount of domestic oil won't change anything. Is that like saying the domestic production of wheat doesn't matter? The domestic production of steel will not affect world prices? The domestic production of wool, domestic production of soybeans, domestic production of broccoli? Does anything affect world prices that we do here? Anybody believe this other than Obama, his political hacks in the media? Such a teachable moment. By the way, Bush and Cheney did drive the price of gasoline down to $1.83 when Obama took office. And by the way, why are we even, if the U.S. is not that great a factor in the world market, why are we doing this solar panel garbage? Now, why are we doing wind? Are we doing anything if the global market sets all this stuff and we're not part of it? We're looking at undiluted ignorance, arrogance, brazenness, prevarication that is getting too large to calculate and to keep track of. Literally over the top. I'm getting a point. Sometimes I think the truth is not powerful enough to stop these people. And that's a scary thought. The truth is not powerful enough to stop these people. The price of gasoline, nothing Obama can do about it, but he can do everything else. From the Associated Press, unhappy public not sure who to blame for gas prices. Really? Well, this unhappy public has been told for 3.5 years that every problem they have can be solved by Barack Obama and his caring cabinet and czars and every other Democrat who has a big heart and compassion. Why gas prices? Why can they fix everything? Health care, the kind of car you drive, everything. They can't fix this. Families canceling vacations, fishermen watching their profits burn up along with their boats' gasoline, drivers buying only a few gallons of gas at a time because they can't afford to fill a tank. From all corners of the country, Americans are irritated these days by record high fuel prices that have soared above $4. Do you know that over half the country is paying above the national average? I just saw that on Fox. Over half the country is paying over the national average. AP just told us, I just had the story in the last hour, it doesn't matter. Rising gas prices aren't as bad as you think. Right here, AP, state control, right out of the Obama press office. That's CNN. I'm sorry, CNN did that one. AP, from all corners of the country. Record high fuel prices soared above $4 a gallon in some states, could top $5 by summer. The cost becoming a political issue, just as the presidential campaign kicks into high gear. Damn it, says AP. And that's why the AP thought they had to write the news article to protect Obama. Some are blaming Obama, says AP. Some just cite the government, while others believe it's the work of big, greedy oil companies. What? This is... Who are they writing this stuff for? Third graders? Big, greedy oil companies? In an AP story? And yet, as we will see, if you go through this whole story, and I'm not going to do that because it prints out to 3 pages, AP was unable to find a single person who blames Obama for this. You know that they scoured America. They couldn't find a single person that thought Obama was responsible. How many man on the street television features did we see in 06, 07, and 08 about Bush being the reason for high gas prices and Bush not caring? And how many times we see John Kerry on TV demanding Bush go talk to the Saudi king? And now AP can't find one person who blames Obama, yet they're wringing their hands. They're fretting that the cost of gasoline is becoming a political issue just as the presidential campaign is kicked in. And they assure us in this story, by the way, in truth, there's not a lot the president and Congress can do short term, push down gas prices. They never once said that when Bush was in the White House. Oh, they might have said it as a throwaway at the end of a story, but they never made it prominent like they make it prominent here with Obama.